Good morning. Hello. Happy Tuesday. I just threw a toy for Zilby, so he's Zilby, hi. He's meowing while looking upstairs, which is strange because he knows I'm right here, so he doesn't want me. He wants somebody else. Or he wants something else to happen. Or maybe he just wants me to go over and be with him. But I'm over here. I try to carry him down here and he didn't care that much. So I'll let him meow himself out and then he'll go probably wander upstairs and look at the windows outside. So, where are we at today? We have this to do that we set in, which is set the error message in the DOM when invalid, and I think we now have it set up so that way the input is actually invalid, right? Because we're checking the validity here. I think that's what's happening. So we can delete that. All right, so we have new value there. Whenever we have a change, it updates the internal value. Input, okay, so we can check validity. And if it's valid, we get true or false. And I think we were successfully getting true or false here last time. So then we're setting the input value. That's great. I wonder if I also want to emit out if we're... No, I think we'll just have an error message display based upon whether or not this is correct. So yeah, so here we have the error message. Okay, so error message goes down here. Where's... okay, error message is a function that doesn't exist. Nice. But maybe it can be based on the type. It can be based on a type, or we can... I think I like to have it defined in here. So we have if it's required or not, what the type is, okay, so we basically can have like must be type, email, and required. I'm trying to think about like what the error message I want it to be. Whether or not that should... wait a second. My audio is not going out. Audio. Wait, can I not see it? Oh, okay. I can't see. It was scrolled over to the right. Oh, that's a pain. Can I move you to the left? Oh, much better. Horizontal layout for the audio mixer. Otherwise, it has horizontal scrolling, and that's not fun. Okay, so where was I? We're trying to create this error message. Like, what do we want to create it as? Uh, Maybe we do want to create a function here. And if there is an error message, well, I guess also we want to have probably a state for in an error state. So let's do let error. Oh, we could calculate the error here as a message. That makes sense. So we can do um, error message equals a use state. Okay, so we have this is it valid or not, and we have the type. So I think those two things together will give us what the error message should be. So let's create this error message function again. We're gonna take in the error the input type, which is gonna be this BB input type. I bet I can derive clone and copy. Okay, so we have input type, and then we have if it's required or not. And you're going to return a string. What was that? I want that. Okay, thinking more about this. I don't want to put the error message in here because I don't want to have to copy like all of the prop stuff inside of this callback. It doesn't need to know what the well, I guess it needs to know what the no, it doesn't need to know the type, and it also doesn't need to know the if it's required or not. So really, I want this to be like an is error, and then I want this to be we're gonna start you off with false. I don't know if I need. So false is a boolean. Booleans implement copy by default, so I might be able to get away with this. We'll see if it errors out on me. That'll be a thing. What is that use state? Okay, so then down to here we're gonna have and you need to be an option, not just a string. Okay, so we'll start by just returning none. Create error message. Okay, so you need the input type. You're gonna get props dot input type, and then you're gonna get the required, which is that props dot required. We're gonna map to get the message out, and then we're gonna create this HTML with that format help. So the ID. The tech, the class, and then this specific error message. And then we can style it a little bit later. Okay, so right now you're compiling, and that's fine. But I want to obviously like check to see what you are. So first of all, Oh, you know what? We also have to pass in. We also have to pass in if we're is valid. Which is gonna be a boolean. So let's dereference is valid. Oh, is error. That's what it is. Okay, you're happy there. Let's do is error up here too. Okay, first things first. If error, so if is error, if that's true, then we're going to do an error. Else, we're going to return none. So in this case, now we're going to return a sum. I probably want to combine these two things together. So it needs to be toString. Just do that just to make it work temporarily. What are you upset? Oh, right. Unused input type, unused required. So, okay. I almost feel that the required is just going to be like an and required at the end. I think with strings I can append to them, right? I think I can. So if I do something like let mute error message, we create a new string. I think I can do error message dot, and then what can I do in here? I can push. Appends the given character to the end of the string. Well, that's, oh, wait. Yeah, that's not what I want. Insert a character into the string at a byte location. So I can insert, well, again, it's a character. Insert a string slice into the string at a byte location. Okay, I think this is what we want. So I could basically put in insert whatever I want at this point. So that's insert stir. That feels like something good for this. I'm not even gonna look at anything else. So okay, so we have that. Then let's. Okay, so we have you. I want to, based on the input type, to have a message that we insert into this. So let's do at the very, I guess at the very end of this one, we're gonna do return a sum error message. And then before then, we're going to see what we need to append. Oh, you know what? That might be easy. We could just do error message dot insert stir index 0, and the string is going to be a match. on the input type. Not sure how much I like these. I might want to do like an uh, error. This is almost like a type error message. I'm going to want to insert the type error message into here. Okay, so if this is just plain text that we want in, what do I want? I want this to be field. It's almost like I don't want anything at all, right? Like you're just a plain empty string here. But if we have the input type email, must be an email of must be an email. And then password I think is going to be the same thing because I don't think that there's anything else in there, which means that you can be underscore. We'll put you down there. So we get the error message. We insert you. We're good to go. And then down here we'll do if required. Then we'll insert string into index 0. Required. I don't know what this is going to be. I wonder if I should do this because it's not always going to be. Because if I do like in required and for two of these, it'll just be empty. Like just required and what? But then what this one would be fine, right? It's just more of like the type. The text is like, who knows? It's almost like I want to do this first and then insert at the end because I can't necessarily know that there's going to be an and here either. Oh. And what if it's not required? Oh man. Okay, so that's fun. I suppose that I could put them into a vector. Put the messages into a vector and then join them together. And then join them together with a an and. That might work. So, okay, error messages now becomes a new vector. So this one, we're going to error messages. We're going to push that. This one feels okay now to do it there. I guess I could have kept it the same and just do this as a push. Okay. Expected identifier. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, how am I? No, the underscore is fine. What are you talking about? That, what I just did, is not fine. Expected identifier found reserved identifier. I got it. I can't have it like part of everything. It has to be something like that. There we go. Okay, so you are saying cannot find value. Error messages now. Now this is not the right type, right? So I need to. I could change that to an option static stirs. That might work. But I think I want to I want to join this together and convert them into a string with and between them, if possible. So now I'll do let error message equals error messages. We can turn it into an iterator, so we convert it. That's fine. Then I'm gonna want to join it together. Is there not a dot join? Does that exist here? Oh, okay, it's here. Join with a separator. Can I do a separator of that? And then to owned. Oh, are you an option now? Wait, what type are you? Oh, you're a string already. Okay. What are you upset about? Mismatch types expected. Oh, yeah, okay. So hold on. So if is an error, I did the entire and required is incorrect. So must be an email. We push that error in here. And then I want to also push in, so if required error messages that is too loud of audio, too loud of vocals. Okay, push error messages, push. So this is going to be required. Required. Okay, then we join them together and return it. And so then this is going to be create error messages, and we throw it out there. So, all right, we've got this saved. Let's go see if this works. So if I don't put in an error message, I was hoping that would work. I've got no problems there. I thought we had to work. Let's see. We have input ID class type required. That should be failing, right? Oh, I'm not setting the is error. Okay, we need to do that. Is error set is valid. That would be helpful. Ooh, okay. So that gives us an error down here. Borrow move value is error. Borrow occurs to deref coercion to Boolean. Thought that it would be fine. I guess not. So we have to grab that out here. Oh, right. Okay, the is error is okay. Got it. That makes you happy. Let's try this again. Because your is valid. So if we're I want okay. So let's hold on. Let's change this to is valid. So is valid. Value set is error. Is valid set to that. I got my logic all backwards. Okay, so this is no longer is error. This is now going to be is valid, which means we have to reverse the logic down here. So if is error is really is valid, if if not is valid. Okay, so you don't need that. Is valid set. Oh, yeah. In this case, I can just grab you all out here, can I? So hold on, let's just do this. So is valid. We'll just do that. Okay, then you're fine. Let's try this again. Oh, you're starting in a failed state? Oh, I really don't like forms that start you in a failed state and so like show the message right away. So I almost need to Oh, you know what? We're going to start you as true valid. That's what is going on. It's starting as false. We're going to start you as true. That should work. There we go. Must be an email and required. And then we can just give this a class and that will make it nice and red. So we have this styled component, which means that we can now, let's do it down here. So class equals, I think we want style style new, and we'll use the CSS macro. I want to make this just a color red. And we're going to put this on the error message, which means, okay, we need to move you in here. I probably just will, oh, I don't want to really create you until we really need you. Okay, so put you in there. Now we have multiple classes, which means that we need to use the classes macro. Okay, I think that'll be fine. We're not moving anything in. Failed to parse CSS due to line 0 in many color red. Is that not legal, CSS? The semicolon. Of course, the semicolon. All right, back to here. There we go. Why is that auto-selected? That seems a little bit weird to me. Oh, but when I tab away, it's fine. If I do that and I click create account, that's fine. When I just mouse and I click out here, okay, what was I doing? I don't know what I was doing, but okay, that's fine. So now we have email, which means now I can add in a password too. And I don't think I need to do anything special for this. We can head into forms. Okay, so here's this PP input. Do the same thing. PP input, close you off. All right, label is going to be password. ID is going to be password. Input type is going to be equal to PP input type password. Required is true. All right, there we go. We now have an email and a password. So if we do something like that, now I want when I hit, oh, there we go. Okay, so this is it. Don't save. Was that not? Well, the browser certainly figured that out. It's not trying to redirect me, I don't think. Yeah, this isn't redirecting me, and it's not. Yeah, it's not resetting what I have in here. Interesting. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Let's head into form, and we're going to create a onSubmit callback here. Now I want to pull in, so let's see, on submit. I want to get the form. I don't really know what's in here, do I? Because like so in the form, I don't actually know what's inside the form, do I? So I think all I can do is emit out that the form was submitted, but I can't like emit out anything else. So we'll have to come into here and say pub on submit. You're going to be a callback with nothing really because we don't know. This is going to be a prop on submit. I see the K there. It's going to cause problems. Let's see. So then we're going to do a prop on submit. Is it set? No, it's emit. And you're just that. Oh, we do care about this event. So we can do event.prevent default. Why does that happen every once in a while? What's going on? On submit. I hit return. It's like adding on to it. It's not replacing what I have. That feels like weird. That feels weird. That feels like it shouldn't be happening. That happened every once in a while in VS Code too, though. So I never could figure out like exactly what was going on. Okay, so we have you, which means we can go back to forms. And I want to handle. Okay, so we're gonna do let's do let create account on submit. Now the event we don't really care about. Hey, no, too much voice. Okay, I wanted to use my log again. Which I forget how to get to. Or I forget the name of it really. Was it? Oh, it's not. I don't have it. That's a good name, do I? Oh, that's because I don't have a log in here. That's in the other project. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a glue. Glue console log. Then this will log out the form submitted. And then in this BB form, we'll have an on submit. Create account on submit. Let's see if this works. So First of all, can I just do this? No, that doesn't do anything. But that doesn't do anything either. So the button is not catching. So this button doesn't seem to be catching that if it's on a submit. It is inside the form. Excuse me. Okay, so let's try glue logging in here. We don't have any errors, so that should be fine. Okay, let's try. If this doesn't have like a class like that, is something weird going on there? Like this is just a normal button. A button attached to a form should. Oh, what is that class doing? So the dot button class. Oh, does it change its type to be not a button? Oh, I bet we have to set the type. So we have class button type equals button. And then okay, maybe not type button. Huh. So that class button is okay, what if I put in like the button success here too? Something like that. Oh, that's not doing anything either. Okay, I'm confused now. Let's go take a look at Bootstrap. How do they do forms? With a button, because that feels weird. Or do I have to use an input type button? I might have to. Okay, there's that submit. Oh, it's type submit. Okay, type submit. There it goes. Okay. So we need to update our button to allow us to set the type of that. So elements button. Okay, so I have a BB button type, but I don't know if that's exactly what we were expecting. This has, yeah, BB button type, class. So it's like text, primary light. It's almost like I want to have a a submit on here. But like technically, BB button type is not. This is more like I should change this because this is not correct. This should be like a display or like theme or maybe style. I like that a little bit more. I probably should have done the trick to change these all. Okay. I'm missing BB but okay, so here's that. What was this? It was I want percent. It was percent, I think, right? Percent substitute. I want BB button type. I want to substitute that with BB button style. And I guess that's all, right? Okay. But you're unhappy with all sorts of files now, I think. Yeah, all these files. Okay, so where is this? Heroes. We have to go fix this everywhere. In Heroes, we have everywhere we have a BB button type, so we want to do the same exact thing. So change you to style. Course content is next. Card is next. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Just a few files. Okay, so then back to button, and now we can have a BB button type. And this BB button type, we're going to have basically no type and submit. We'll throw this up in here. Okay, so next up, you have button type. I want to change you to button style. This is going to cause a problem. Oh, because I have the props or else. Okay, hold on. Style. Let's let's undo that. It undid you, right? Okay, so no, it didn't update you. So let's change you back to button type. Okay, so you're happy. So let's do another change here. So percent substitute. I want button type to be changed with button style. And then we want a pub button type prop or else bb button type. Hey, don't record. Stop. I forget how to stop recording. Okay, I want to. This is going to be none, right? Oh, it's cute. That's what it was. Okay, so that's going to be that, and then oh, let's go take a look. Maybe we could have like a button type. So let's do MDN. What are our button type choices? Oh, I can do button type button. Okay, excellent. Type. The default behavior of the button, possible values are submit, reset, and button. Oh, that's nice. Submit, reset, and button. Excellent. So then we just come back to here and update that. So we have, this is going to be button, submit, and reset. So then you're going to be a button. Okay. Which means that I can turn you into, how do we do that before? I completely forgot how to get the text from something again. Oh, right. It was, we still have to do the same thing, but you have to like get the type or something like that. There was a, it's not toString that I want, it's display. We want to implement display. So impl display for bb button type, which then we can do a toString on. Okay, so we do this formatter. We're going to use the right. See, this has to be a result, which is we could use right for that. Pass it the formatter, and then pass it whatever we want, which in this case is going to be a match on self. We're going to have self button. That's going to be button. Hi. What are you upset with? Format argument must be a string literal. Okay, so let's take this. I'll do a toOwned here. Are you upset? You might be missing a string literal to format with Oh, we have to do this thing, right? Like that. Hi? Zilby. Zilby? Zilby? You're erasing my code. Hi. What's up? You wanna come here? No? Okay. What did you do? Um, okay. That makes you happy. Sylvie, do you not want to hang out? Or maybe you want to play? You want a toy? Okay, so then this should allow me to take that type and then to string it down here. So we have button. We want type equals, and that's going to be props dot button type to string. Sylvie, what's up? He might be upset because I put his food away. He wasn't eating it. It's not really here. Okay, so where is this problem? Oh, it's in heroes. Oh, because we have button type here. And so everywhere we have a button type, we want to change this to now be a button style. So button type becomes button style. Save you. We still have a few more places to do this in. This is going to be in course content. Same exact thing. Then in card. All right, and successful, which means we can finally come back to our forms. So for this BBB button, I want to do a button type. And you're going to be a submit. That allows us to come back to here. We see this. It now has the type submit on it. Excellent. So now, yeah, we can't even create the account until everything is working correctly. Oh, wait a second. What's going on there? Why you do that? Your type is submit now. Did I do something wrong? Let's try this again. So I create an email address, create a password, don't save. We got no logs. What did I do? But I don't have any error messages either. Okay, so your button type is correct. On submit, we have this thing. We saw it working once, didn't we? Yeah, we see a form submitted there, and then we have the form submitted the other ones. All right, so you have button, class button, type submit. That is correct, right? It's type submit. This is the default attribute, or if the attribute is an empty or invalid value. Wait, am I getting anything in here? Okay, I'm not seeing any, like it's not attempting to put something else in here. It's required. Okay, I'm not seeing any problems with that. Now if I hit here and hit return, that doesn't work either. Why does that go away? So if it's incorrect, I then change it to be correct. I hit tab and it goes away. If I change it to be correct and I click away, that's fine. That feels wrong. Can I set the input type? Oh, can I set the value to be what we have in this value? So if I do value equals a destructured value, which I suppose you have to be clones too. Cannot move out of dereference. Move occurs because value has type string. Okay, so I need to clone deref and then clone. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay, never save. Why are you doing that? But now, okay, so if I do something like that, I then fix you. There, okay, now you stay there. So that's good at least. but I don't know why that's not showing. So is something wrong? Well, I mean, clearly something's wrong. Is something wrong with the way that we've set it up with HTML? I mean, it doesn't feel like something should be wrong here. So we have a form. Do we have to have like a method? So do I have to have something like method equals post action equals like slash, even though we're not going to use those? Oh, it attempted to post. Oh, oh, okay. So we need to go to our form again. You did not successfully prevent default. Do you have to be the first thing? So we have that on submit. We have the form submitted. Coding Garden fan, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so that works. We're successfully preventing the default behavior from. Oh, wait, no. I need to change it again. So let's come back to here again. We need to find our form. Action equals that. Method equals post. So if I that that's still attempting to do a post. The prevent default isn't working. Why? That it's an on submit. On submit is the event, right? So I need like a MDN form event. Yeah. Wait, is it submit or is it on submit? Do I need to put this as submit? Into prop value option implicit clone iString is not satisfied. Wait. What exactly about this are you upset about? I'm cloning the children. That should be fine. The trait bound you callback. Okay, so I'm returning the callback here, which is a submit event. I'm moving prop. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's try putting you back. Here's on submit. Let's try this. Submit. No, it doesn't like that. Okay, so let's go to you. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is on submit like this. And on submit should be on the form itself. So it really should be on submit. But why isn't that firing correctly? I'm so confused about why this isn't working. I thought we had done so good and getting it all up and working and happy. We're trying to log. Okay, so we're doing an event prevent default. We're logging the support that the form was submitted. We're then taking the props on submit, and we are logging that out. So form submitted. So we should have form submitted twice essentially. But that's not working. Oh man. Man, what's going on? So on the form, we don't have anything special. We're clearly displaying the form here, and we see the form in here. So we see a form. These things are clearly inside of the form. That should work. Am I just doing something really wrong with the we can put methods and actions, but I don't necessarily think that that shouldn't be necessary. Forms shouldn't need that. But none of those are required, right? Yeah, default is get. Okay, so there's a default. So there's a default method. There's a default action, which is to the same site. I don't think we absolutely have to have a name because none of these examples have that. Gross that they're using a table. they're they're using table cells to display it. That seems terrible. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm unfortunately out of time. So I'm probably gonna have to continue sort of like playing around with this to figure out like why is my form not working? Why is that like why is the simplest thing supposed to be supposed to be simple? Why is that just like not doing the way what I expect it to do? Specifically, why do I not see a a submit event for the form when we try to submit it? Or rather, why the submit event doesn't seem to be firing when we think that it should be. If I put an action on it and a method, it does it kind of. So I suppose we could try putting for this form, we can say method equals get action equals slash. I don't like this shouldn't do anything. It's not updating here. Yeah, we now have this method get action slash. But I'm also not getting a log. Do I need to like just hard refresh? No. Okay. I mean, so I should just get a normal log, right? Clearly, this is working for the most part. So I have this on submit here, which is this callback. We're doing an event prevent default. Like if I remove this prevent default, this should refresh the page now. It's not. The button's still not working. What's wrong with the button? So we have button, class button, type. Isn't that right? Type submit. So the button still isn't working. That's interesting. So, I mean, I guess that lets me know that they're like what's wrong. I still need to look into the button. If I recreated the button here, so if I do edit as HTML, I'm pretty sure this breaks everything with Yew. So if I just do that and change something and hit return again. Okay, you don't work yet. Let's remove the type. Yeah, that's interesting. So I removed the type and that worked. So weird. Nodemon, hello. I guess we could try input type submit. That feels so weird. So if we go to buttons again, I'm doing that props. Okay, so type equals this thing, but now I'm gonna need to match. Need to match props dot button type. If you're a BP button type, so if you're submit, we're going to return HTML. This is input type submit value. That's gonna be whatever the children are, which sucks. Okay, hold on. Let's undo and not do this. Okay, let's just try doing input type submit here. So instead of that, we'll do an input type equals submit value equals create account. We need to go back to form. I need to put the event default back here. That works. So I've somehow broken normal buttons. Like the type that's coming in when I set it is incorrect. It looks correct, but it isn't. And I wonder if that is some kind of bug with you. Like setting a type on that? That feels so strange. I want to take a look through issues to see if they have anything for button. Not seeing anything that. How about type? Not seeing anything specific with that. Oh, you know what? This would be, sorry, this is not you. This would be the HTML macro. Oh, try normal button? Yeah, we could try the normal button too. It's good call out. So let's go to forms again. So we have this input type. So if we do just a button, type equals submit. I need to. So if we do that, so my thing is totally breaking it. So it's not a bug with an external library or vendor or anything else like that. It's a bug with my code. Now if I add that class in, that works. I'm so confused. So I have two buttons here. That works. That does not. Okay, so we have class button, type, submit. So in the DOM, they look exactly the same. Did I put a prevent default in the button? Okay, so that was oh, that was fun. So I had at some point in the past put a prevent default into my button component. I know, nice. Wonderful. All right. Well, that solves that. All right. Well, I'm glad we fixed this out, although I stayed a little bit later than I was supposed to. So, I will not be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day I go into the office in person. So, Instead, I will be back on Thursday morning to continue on this. Now that we have forms up and working, I think we still have to do a little bit more testing, getting it all going, and then we can bring this into our the LMS again. All right, so fun. All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out with me today, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.